Well, hello and welcome to the Geeknd Live. I am Jamie. Here I am. Your Thursday starts right here. And just in case you're wondering, I'm not at Celebration, but Celebration is on me in the form of this old school hat from Celebration London 2007. That's as close as I'll be getting to any Celebration action over the next few days, apart from online. And I see that there's been a bit of action online in the last few minutes regarding Andor, regarding Mando, regarding something I wasn't expecting. We'll come on to all of that later on, but the advertised broadcast is to discuss what's coming tomorrow or tonight, depending on what way you look at it, from a certain point of view and all that, depending on where you are in the world. Obi-Wan Kenobi, baby. So we're going to do some final predictions, have a little chat about that, and then afterwards I'll go through what I've seen in terms of what's been announced already at Celebration over in Anaheim, mostly thanks to Power Droid Girl on the Patreon Discord group, who's been keeping me posted. Doing my job for me. Thank you very much, Power Droid Girl. So let's do a few hellos. Hello if you're watching on the replay, aka in the future. You're very welcome. Leave us a comment. If you're here in the chat, I'm going to come and say hello to you now. Then we're going to do some Obi-Wan Kenobi final predictions for what might happen in this series that I cannot believe is just a few hours away. And then we'll talk a bit of Celebration. And then we'll say goodbye. Because, all right? All right, then. Let's say hello to Glenn, the geeky hippie pun lord. There he is, telling you to hit that like button, people. Do it. Also, Fifth Hoven, hope you're doing all right. And also, Padro Girl, the aforementioned Jones Capone, who, by the way, helped me out a lot with the latest episode of Lightspeed tonight. If you haven't watched it, I've linked to it in the video description. It's only got like 600 views. I want to make more of these. I can't for 600 views. Come on, people. It takes so long to make those things. Watch it all the way through because it's about retention. Hit the like button, leave a comment, do all that stuff for me, okay? Just because. Thank you. Jane Flakes, hello to you. Hope you're doing good. And Anders Lay, hello there to you, my friend. And Explaining Computers is in the house. And I think it's okay to announce this. Chris from Explaining Computers will be the first guest to discuss Obi-Wan Kenobi here on the channel, and that will be Monday. So actually, it's a good chance now to explain my plans for covering the series. I'm going to be doing a lot of sort of normal video content for it to, it's a series I'm genuinely excited about, but also hopefully it's something that more generally the Star Wars fandom is going to be infused by. So I'm trying to put out a lot more videos than normal around the release. Streaming is going to happen after each episode. So episodes drop on Fridays, i.e. tomorrow, 2 episodes. And then I thought it was switching back to the now traditional Wednesday Disney Plus slot, but it's going to be each Friday, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is on the day of episodes, I'm going to release a pre-recorded, like, instant, not a reaction video, because I don't do reaction videos, but like an instant like review, if you like. And then a few days later, when we've all had chance to either watch it or let our thoughts digest, maybe even sneak in a second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth or ninth or 10th viewing, Monday will be the day where we do the live streams and chat about it together, and perhaps with a guest. And I think it's okay to announce, because I already have anyway, Chris will be joining us, all being well, on Monday for the first chat about Obi-Wan Kenobi all together now. All right, then. So a few more hellos. I think I've said hello to everybody already. So, right, let's talk Kenobi then. And if you have just joined us, we're going to talk Kenobi predictions. Then we're going to come on to Celebration news. And I'll probably clip the Celebration news as a separate thing and upload that tonight as well to keep it kind of separate. Because, as advertised, we're going to talk Kenobi predictions for tomorrow and beyond with this series. And Chris has confirmed Monday. So, yeah, well, I think we'll stick to the usual 9 p.m. Me and Chris talked about 9 p.m. We'll stick to that time, I think, certainly for next Monday anyway. So 9 p.m. on Monday, join myself and Explaining Computers and you guys to chat about those first 2 Kenobi episodes. Right then, there's a good little article on CBR, and it's compiled a few of the more likely, perhaps, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series theories, a few perhaps less likely, but it's compiled them, it's ranked them, and I thought we could go through them now and see what we think in terms of theories that could come true, perhaps we want to come true, or maybe we don't want them to come true. Let's have a look. Okay, I don't think they've ranked it in order of likeliness, actually, but anyway, I think this one's pretty likely. Obi-Wan removes himself from the Force. You know what? I think this is very likely. I mean, it's what Luke did in The Last Jedi, right? Or in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Hence how tricky it was to find him. And what has led to this theory in terms of Kenobi removing himself from the Force is this shot that we've seen in trailers now of Obi-Wan using a blaster, which is very uncivilized. It's not his preferred form of weaponry, but it would make sense. He doesn't want to. It's a bit of a "Hi, I'm a Jedi, come and get me" kind of giveaway, isn't it, when you ignite a lightsaber? But also in terms of really removing himself or removing any chance of Vader, the Inquisitors tracking him down, you are going to have to switch that off button off, right? In terms of the Force. Maybe you use the Force to Force switch yourself off. I don't know how it works, but it would make sense that Obi-Wan has disconnected himself from the Force. And we've heard that we're going to meet a kind of dejected, broken man to begin with. Possibly needs to find his purpose, find his faith again. So yeah, this one to me seems very likely, and this one we're definitely going to find out tomorrow whether it's true or not. Let's go to the next one. Obi-Wan defeats Vader again. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to defeat him again. I think he's going to escape from him. He has to escape, we know that. But let's read the blurb here. When it was first announced that Obi-Wan would receive his own series, fans' attention immediately went to whether or not Darth Vader would appear, feeling that he must. Disney answered the fans' calls and announced that not only would Vader return, but he would be portrayed by Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin Skywalker in the prequel trilogy. Now, we do know in episode 4, Vader remarks to Obi-Wan that the last time they met, Vader was merely the student, but now he was a master, or the master. At first, one would assume that he was referring to their climatic battle on Mustafar in episode 3. Now it is clear that they will face off once again, and Obi-Wan should emerge victorious once again. I don't know. I don't think he's going to win. I think he's going to escape. And that's a draw, right? So, Vader might see that as a loss, because that's the way Anakin was, in a way. So, yeah, I don't think Vader's going to be defeated by Obi-Wan. Qui-Gon returns as Force Ghost. It can work, can't it? I think it's more likely we're going to at least get reference or see or hear Obi-Wan communicating with Yoda. But then, Qui-Gon is the one who is mentioned at the end of Revenge of the Sith when Yoda literally says to Obi-Wan, there's training for you to do. Qui-Gon's been in touch. You got work to do, Sonny Jim. Liam Neeson's been coy in interviews, but actually his coyness leads me to lean more towards the fact he will appear. I don't know. If I had to put money on either Yoda or Qui-Gon appearing, I would put my money on Yoda. Part of me, I know continuity doesn't matter so much anymore, but part of me sort of wonders why Qui-Gon wouldn't have appeared alongside Yoda at the end of Return of the Jedi. But then again, then would all the Jedi just appear by that School of Thought, and it'd be like some sort of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album cover? But yeah, I don't know. If I had to put money on one of the two, it would be Yoda. Other Jedi outside of Obi-Wan appearing, well, Force Ghosts, we've just discussed. It is a thing now with the Mandoverse, at least, to connect characters. Ahsoka has already turned up in 2 series, going to have one of her own. Who else? Hayden Christensen is all but confirmed to appear in the Ahsoka series, although I feel like that's more going to possibly be in flashback form. Could other Jedi turn up? I mean, it's likely, and the Inquisitors are going to be busy. They're not just going to be searching for Obi-Wan, are they? Surely. So let me know what you think of that. Commander Cody is still at the Empire's disposal. It's possible, isn't it? Because we don't know what happened to Commander Cody. Let's read the blurb. Disney surprised a lot of fans, not only when Boba Fett appeared on The Mandalorian, but also that he was played by Tamira Morrison, the actor who played Jango Fett in the prequel trilogy. Morrison also played the role of Commander Cody in the prequel trilogy, a clone who was given Order 66 by the Emperor and turned on Obi-Wan. Son of a uncivilized gun. Commander Cody's fate is unknown at the end of the film, which has fans thinking he may be continuing his work alongside the Empire. It's possible that Obi-Wan would cross paths with him once again, and it would be a great way to keep Morrison in the story, given his appearances in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. But we don't need to do it for the sake of it, do we? You know, if it works for the story, great, but don't just shoehorn the character in because it would be nice to see Tamora Morrison pop up again. So I don't know about that one. But, you know, as much as I actually like a bit of fan service, we know they're not shy. They're not shy to dish it out. So anything's possible, I guess. Yoda is communicating with Obi-Wan. Already discussed that. I think that's pretty likely. Darth Maul crosses paths with Obi-Wan once again. I think that's... I wouldn't want that. I think it's unlikely anyway. In fact, I think it's even been ruled out by people involved with the series. But then again, trust no one. Obi-Wan, the watchful protector, i.e. Luke being the protected. And yeah, we know this. This is his purpose. I mean, how detached from his purpose is he going to be when we first meet him? I doubt he's going to be detached from that mission to look after or look over Luke. It's probably more detachment from the Jedi Order and that faith. So yeah, that's a very obvious one there, isn't it? Barriss Offee as an Inquisitor. As the Inquisitors will be appearing, some fans have theorized that Barriss Offee will be included in the group. Offee appeared primarily in the Clone Wars animated series and was a Jedi that was a close friend of Ahsoka Tano. Offee later betrayed Tano and was eventually defeated by Anakin Skywalker. I don't know. You can't... No, it's like everyone's showing up at this point. I mean, it feels like we've seen all of the Inquisitors in the trailer, you know, because they're in their meeting room together, in their little castle thing. But then again, they might be holding something back. So who knows? But I'm not so sure on that one. All right, let's see what people are saying in the chat. Let me have a look. Jones Capone says, been loving the various Ewan and Hayden joint solo interviews and clips. It's been great to hear them reflect on their films and the show after all these years. Yeah, there's been some great interviews and fun interviews, a lot of positivity from Ewan and Hayden, and it's nice to see, particularly Hayden as well, feeling that love. Jane Flakes is back, and yes, Andor trailer. We'll come on to that in a moment. Gaz and Thuppy is multitasking. Got the celebration feed on my tablet. You got some tabs on the go at the moment, have you? I have a lot of tabs open. I have tabs open that date back to like the 19th century. Honestly, it's like a time machine, my laptop. I'm bad. I don't have a name for the chat series, to be honest. I don't know if there will be, but let's just see how it goes. But we will be chatting every Monday. Right. James Command also says, Lightspeed tonight kicked off one heck of a week of Star Wars content. Oh, yeah. But let's get those views up, people. Hello there to Gaz Nottingham. Hope you're doing well. And Glenn the Geeky Hippie. Prediction. I predict that both Kenobi and Vader survive season 1. Maybe even that Owen guy too. Well, he looks like he might be in trouble in the trailer. So I don't know. Don't know about that, Glenn. I won't put any money on anything you've just said there, my friend. All right, looks like we've got some spam in the chat. Bots. Who else? What else? Yeah, I need to sort the mods, don't I? I don't know how it works, but I do need to sort it. And I need to stop saying I'm going to sort it and actually sort it. The Sarge is here as well. Hope you're doing well. And Gaz Nottingham, not sure if Barriss Offee will appear. Pretty sure Mr. Filoni has a story in mind for her. All right, then. So there's a bit of Kenobi chat. I hope it's everything you want it to be tomorrow. Let's look beyond tomorrow. Let's look beyond even June. Beyond Kenobi. Life after Kenobi looks pretty rosy for Star Wars, it has to be said. And I can see that Powdroy Girl has said Favreau and Filoni are on the Star Wars Celebration live right now. Okay, so let's look at what's been going on at Celebration Anaheim. Got to open another window. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Bear with me. All right. First of all, all right, there we go. Let's start with this. So, celebration, Star Wars celebration is underway over in Anaheim. This isn't Anaheim. This is just me in a bedroom. But some announcements have already been made, and Andor's been busy. A teaser trailer and a release date. And I know that some of you, Padroy Girl, Jane Flakes, are very excited for Andor. I am too, but equally, I feel like it's at the moment a very underrated, undercared for series that has so much potential. Let's take a look at this. Now, I'm not going to play the trailer, but I did pause it on this. The trailer, I don't know, in some ways wasn't what I expected. In many ways it was, it looks very kind of underground, very gritty. There's going to be a lot of backstabbing, underhand, the dirty side of the rebellion. But also it looks very diverse in terms of the planets we're going to visit, and looks like we're going to spend some time on Coruscant, which looks as glamorous as ever. This is Mon Mothma's back, and there she is in the Imperial Senate. So it's just great to see these prequel connections. And you, in the trailer, you go from these very gritty planets, very gritty scenes, to the razzle and dazzle of Coruscant and that prequel era, which is still alive and well. It seems shiny and well over on Coruscant. So great to see the Imperial Senate there as well. And there's been a poster which has the release date. August 31st is that release date, streaming on Disney Plus. And I noticed on Twitter from my friend Steel Wars, I think he's at the panel. He's definitely at Celebration. He says that Andor has been confirmed to be 2 seasons, and the final scene leads in to Rogue One. Now, the final scene of Rogue One leads into A New Hope, right? Episode 4. So eventually Star Wars is just going to be one big, massive, entirely joined up story. So I don't think Steel Wars would be making that up. And like I say, I'm pretty sure he's at Celebration. So yeah, pretty cool there. 2 seasons for Andor, and that will be it if it does indeed lead right into episode 4. Okay, we knew there would be some Andor news. It's coming out in August. We also suspected some Mandalorian season 3 news, and we have not been disappointed. Although there's as far as I know, so far there's been no sizzle reel or trailer of any sort. It has wrapped, we know that, but we have at least got a release date. And there we go. From the official Star Wars feed. You'll trust them, I guess. Maybe more so than Steel Wars. No offense, Steel. The Mandalorian and Grogu continue their journey in season 3 of The Mandalorian, streaming February 2023 on Disney Plus. A little bit later than expected. I felt or thought it would follow the theme of a December release date, like Mando season 2, or perhaps January, like the Book of Boba Fett. Or that started right at the end of December, actually, didn't it? But yeah, February a little bit later. But if we've got Andor starting in August, taking us probably well through September, then that's all good, right? We don't want to overkill this. And there is the rumored Bad Batch season 2 as well to slot in somewhere. So there's that one. Now let's pop over to something else from Celebration. Bear with me. So many tabs. I told you, didn't I? All right. There we go. Skeleton Crew, which has come out of the blue. I have to say, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, an original series starring Jude Law, from executive producers John Watts, Christopher Ford, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni, is streaming in 2023 only on Disney Plus. And Padroy Girl also sent me another tweet, which I couldn't find myself, so I'm going to read it off what she sent me. Hang on a second. Where is it? There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, yeah, this is from the official Star Wars feed. John Watts and Chris Ford's upcoming live action series stars kids, but is as much for kids as the Clone Wars. And that is a quote from Dave Filoni. And as Chad has replied in our group, well, that's kind of a broad statement. There are some episodes of the Clone Wars I intentionally skipped because it was definitely too much for kids, but I would trust they mean the last season with that, i.e. the last season of the Clone Wars. So yeah, I wasn't expecting this. I think somebody asked as well, is this to replace the Rangers of the Republic series that has been shelved or maybe ditched completely after the Gina Carano incident? I don't know. I imagine if this is a show with starring kids, then it's probably quite different to what they had planned with the Rangers show, and probably therefore is maybe aimed at a slightly different demographic, possibly, than that show. So it doesn't really sound like a natural direct replacement, but who knows? Anyway, that's all I know so far from Star Wars Celebration, i.e. from looking at the Twitter feed, and thanks, Powdroid Girl, as well. All right, let's pop over to also Indiana Jones has got a release date as well. Hang on a second. There was some Willow chat. And Indiana Jones, June 30th, 2023 for Indiana Jones on the big screen, baby. All right, everybody, let me just do a few comments. The Sarge is over on Batu, by the way, at the moment. I saw on Instagram. Hope you're having a great time with the family, my friend. Uzab says Star Wars TV looks cheap to me. Don't know, man. I couldn't afford it. Have you seen Lightspeed tonight? It will look very expensive in comparison. Jane Flakes, his cat's just been sick. I hope your cat is okay. Now go and clear up the mess. All right. Jones Capone says, dare I say, Andor teaser trailer has me instantly even more excited than Kenobi. Maybe because it has less to lose and less rules with where it can go, perhaps. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more restrictions involved with the Kenobi show in terms of what they can do with the story and the characters involved. Gaz Nottingham says, I thought the Andor trailer was very well produced. It seemed cinematic, more cinematic than I expected. For a series, the soundtrack was very different but worked perfectly. Its defo heightened my interest. And Gaz looked as though there was some de-aging on Andor. Yeah, I agree on that. And one of the parts of the trailer, perhaps flashbacks, will be prominent. Yeah, I think for them in the main, Diego Luna was looking very youthful in that trailer. So yeah, I think you're right. There has been some de-aging, which I don't think would be a theme throughout the 2 seasons. They don't need to. Diego Luna still looks to me anyway like he did in Rogue One, but yeah, flashbacks makes sense for that. Coco, hello there. What time Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus tomorrow? I've been reliably informed that it will be dropping UK time, GMT or BST, 8 a.m. But the fact that it's coinciding with Celebration, part of me is wondering and hoping they're not going to be holding it off till Celebration kicks off again tomorrow day. I don't know. I don't think they would do that. But yeah, so if it follows the theme of like Boba Fett, it would be 8 a.m. in the UK at least. Jane Flakes did not have to clear up the sick, so panic over, everybody. The wife had the pleasure, I'm sure, of doing that. So much to watch and so little time. Somehow I've got to find time between work and changing diapers to catch Stranger Things 4 as well. Don't apologize for your English, Coco. I should be apologizing for my French or the fact I can't speak French. I'm sorry. But no, it's all good. It's all good. I understood what you're saying. So if you're in France and it's 8 a.m. in the UK, then it should be 9 a.m. in France tomorrow. But don't quote me on that, all right, Coco? Don't quote me on that. All right. I think that's probably it. I've caught up with all of the chat, and I've given you everything I know. Is there anything else you'd like to know? I don't have the answers to all. Jones Capone has more Kenobi times. So 12 PST, 3, and this is AM, EST, and 8 a.m. London time. And for Coco in France, that will be 9 a.m. All right, everybody. I will be back tomorrow for a pre-recorded, very instant review of the first 2 episodes. Probably do it individually, to be honest. And then Monday we'll do a stream, currently unnamed stream. And yeah, Chris from Explaining Computers will be the first guest. So I look forward to chatting with all of you and Chris on Monday. And I really do hope if you watch Kenobi tomorrow, I hope it's, or whenever you watch it, to be honest, I hope it's everything that you hope for. Or even better, I hope it exceeds expectations. And maybe your expectations are low going in, but perhaps you might come out the other side loving this series. Who knows? Who knows? And as Anders says, it is going to be epic. Hopefully. All right, everyone, let's start waving because I'm going to hit that end broadcast button, okay? All right. And one last look at my Star Wars Celebration London 2007 hat. Start waving, everyone. I'm hitting end broadcast. Keep waving. Thank you for joining me. And don't forget Lightspeed Tonight, latest episode. There's a link in the video description to it. And goodbye.